What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm back to talk about Warhammer 40k. Just as a reminder, we post 40k videos each and every day, so if you like what we do here, please support us by hitting that subscribe button and hitting the like button, because that tells YouTube that you enjoy what we do, and it makes it easier for YouTube to basically show off these videos to other wargamers. Now, if you want to go the extra mile, you can head on over to our Patreon page, where a simple $1 a month helps us bring more high quality videos as well as giveaways to you guys. But with that out of the way, let's jump into this video. So this video is titled The Future of Elite Armies, because as of recent, 9th edition that is, I've noticed that a lot of elite armies are going towards a certain playstyle, and that is making them more survivable. The thing about elite armies is that they aren't very good. Currently it's all about taking objectives and winning by holding and having the most points at the end of the game, and that portrays a desire to be fast and to have survivability to keep and hold these objectives. One way to mitigate that is through hordes. Having 30 orc boys on an objective is going to take a lot of firepower to get them out. When you're playing an elite army, you have maybe a squad of 10 at the biggest, and that's a third of what the orcs potentially could be having taking an objective. So whenever those elite armies fall, each squad is a huge blow once it leaves the battlefield. So let's say I have an army of 5 Terminators and they get blown off turn 1. That could be 25% of your army, especially depending on the point values. So I've been seeing, especially with the Dark Angels Deathwing capabilities and abilities, that they've been trying to mitigate that by making Terminators just more survivable in general. Obviously, all Space Marines went up a wound, which is going to make them that much more durable and harder to get off the board. So if you're playing a Space Marine army, congratulations, your army just got that much more better. I tend to play Grey Knights, and with Grey Knights, every army that you face, you're pretty much going to be outnumbered. For example, we're playing Crusade, and currently my Crusade force of 50 power Grey Knights is only 17 models. 18 for that matter. 2 squads of 5 strike squads, 1 5-man Terminator squad. I've got a Nemesis Dread Knight, Drago, and a Librarian. So as you can see, very, very small squads, sometimes even 1-man squads. But say I lose my troop choices, then I have no way to claim objectives. So GW threw us a bone and gave everybody +1 wound. So Terminators are much more survivable. Strike squads, much more survivable. And that kind of puts them on an equal playing field, somewhat, against horde armies. Horde armies, they're a little bit more expensive when it comes to actual physical money, because you have to buy that many more models. You've got to build, you've got to paint, and overall it's just going to take you a little bit longer to field that army. With my Grey Knights, it's literally buy like 6 boxes and you're done. It could be 6 boxes of orc boys that you need to field like a whole troop choice. So it's almost night and day between elite and horde armies. But like I was saying, the rules are shifting for more survivability for elite armies. A few days ago, the Warhammer community posted a article talking about a new rule for the Exorcist chapter of Space Marines. This rule is called By My Will I Deny Thee, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. What this does is that each time an attack is made against a unit with this tactic, any wound rolls of 1 or 2 always fail, regardless of any abilities the weapon or the attacker may have. So just then and there, it's making these exorcists way more durable. And on top of that, there's another ability with My Will Be or by my will I deny thee, that each time a model with this tactic would lose a wound via a mortal wound, on a 5-up, that wound is not lost. So generally, mortal wounds are the sure way to deny any type of save. Not anymore. So overall, this is just making your units stay on the board longer. The longer they stay on the board, the easier it is for them to take objectives and also to dish out more wounds and damage the following turn. When you look at the Dark Angels, specifically the Deathwing, like I was talking about earlier, they have basically, if you're playing the Deathwing Vanguard detachment, you can make your Terminators, and if I'm correct, also Dreadnoughts, have transhuman all the time. Basically what transhuman is, it's a stratagem that Space Marine players have at their disposal, but you can only target one unit, and obviously since it's a stratagem, it costs command points. But no longer. This affects your Terminators, and like I said, I'm pretty sure it's Dreadnoughts too, but I could be wrong. But basically it means that whenever you're trying to wound them, a wound is only successful on a 4, 5, or 6. That's crazy. Half of the time that you're wounding these things, they're not taking damage. That's crazy. A 50-50 shot. Because first you gotta hit, and then you only have a 50-50 chance of wounding. So the odds are in your favor if you're taking this detachment of Deathwing. The thing as to why I believe the Deathwing have this is because obviously Terminators, Dreadnoughts, they're a little bit more pricier, so you're going to have a smaller model count. So to make things even, they need this. And I feel like this will be the future for any and all elite armies coming out in 9th edition. I hope this comes out for the Grey Knights, because they need it. Trust me, they need it. Either that or a points drop or something, because Grey Knights used to be really good back in the day, and then they got nerfed to the dirt. And then they had a little bit of a revival with Psychic Awakening and all the stratagems they had available to them, where they weren't meta, but they were close enough that you could still win a few games with them. And now, hopefully in 9th edition, they become a little bit more better. Like I said, horde armies are the way to go in 9th edition, I believe. Either that or something fast and durable. Fast to get to those objectives, durable to stay on them. And the other day, I was playing Tau against Gershwin's orcs, and Speed Freak orcs who go first on turn 1 decimated me. Like, they took out half my army turn 1, and the rest of the rounds I was basically just backing away and shooting everything at key targets so that I wouldn't get charged. But by the end of turn 5, he had tabled me. So Speed Freak orcs, their alpha strike is crazy good. That's all I can say. Tau are not good this edition, so I'm gonna say put these Tau on the shelf for now, put your elite armies on the shelf, and we'll see what the rest of 9th edition has for Terminators, for Dreadnoughts, and for anything elite for that matter. But that's just my thoughts. What do you think GW will be doing to even the playing fields with hordes versus elite armies? And let me know if you agree with what I've said so far. Do you think this is the way for the future for elite armies? If not, I'd like to know your reasoning behind it in the comments below. That's all I got for today, guys. Thank you for listening, and as always, I have been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.